clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. It's complete to Chris Conley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Watson's throw going to be taken in by Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll find Lindsay here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Johnson going to get the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the goal line, a pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Mark Ingram taking it in. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Saints, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll set up the throw from the gun. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the ground, Kamara. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 30. A very solid gain of 27. Winston now to throw on first down. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the Texans' 25-yard line.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Winston from the gun on third down. That's caught, it's Thomas. And it's a fumble, and the Texans scoop it. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember,
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
3rd and 6.
On third down, Winston. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Carrier.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw.
There goes Mark Ingram. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Mark Ingram ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Whitney merciless from his linebacker spot in to drop him in his tracks. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston will get this one underneath to Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Working out of the gun. Winston going up top. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A quick throw here out to Cobb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down, Houston.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins there to make the grab. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Texans 28, Saints 3.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with this deficit, You can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And Winston lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Screen play, Johnson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Watson on 1st down. And now Watson throws another interception. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. On play action, Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Winston looking here for Smith downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now it's Lindsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Fielded in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some, as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
10 at the 24-yard line.
A first down throw for Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 38-yard line.
On first and 10, Winston. Flush to his right. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Jameis now on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
7-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Winston keeps it himself. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jameis Winston taking it in. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Winston to throw it this time. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way back. back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Another run by Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
27-yard line.
Now Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football. So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They go play action with Taylor. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Texans.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Ingram. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hill looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Hill. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. And again, it's Hill. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The tackle by Terrence Mitchell.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Brandon Dunn in on the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Latavius Murray, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with a monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He had done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10. But I remember it. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. One last shot for Taylor. Roberts with it over the middle. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize